Welcome to photosNtravel, a show that introduces you to fascinating places around the world. Please welcome our host and tour guide, Jonathan van Bilsen.
Hello and welcome to this episode of photosNtravel, where we bring the world to your doorstep. In this episode, we're going to travel to one of my favorite cities in the world, the Italian capital of Rome. The city is constructed in such a way that all the major roads from the area lead directly to the center. Hence the term, all roads lead to Rome. We'll begin our adventure right after these messages.
At Voss, your independent grocer, it's all about hometown living and shopping. Owned and operated by Terry and Christine Voss, their newly renovated Port Perry store carries many local items to support our town and its residents.
A fleet of services to help you and your pets live their very best lives. Visit Pet Value in Port Perry and discover a world of expertise, friendly staff, and everything you need for your pets. Pet Value, your pet, your store.
Welcome back. Walking is always my favorite way to see a city, and Rome is no exception. In this episode, we're going to visit what I consider the top 12 sights to see in the city. I'm going to start my trek from the center point of Rome, the Obelisk of Dogali. The history of the obelisk dates back to ancient Egypt, where it stood for centuries in the city of Hierapolis. In 1889, it was gifted to King Umberto I of Italy by the then ruler of Egypt. Recognizing the cultural value, the Italian government decided to transport it to Rome, where it was erected in the Piazza del Dogali, which later became known as the Piazza della Repubblica. The obelisk symbolizes the victory of the Italian forces in the Battle of Dogali, a notable event during the Italian colonization of Eritrea in 1887. This connection to history adds a significant layer of meaning to the monument, making it an important commemorative site for Italians. Visitors to the Piazza della Repubblica are often mesmerized by the grandeur of the obelisk, which is adorned with hieroglyphs representing ancient Egyptian gods and rulers. Surrounding the obelisk are beautiful fountains in a picturesque square, providing a serene atmosphere for relaxation and contemplation. I continue my walking adventure heading for the Trevi Fountain. There are so many things to see along the way. For example, if art is your thing, the National Gallery of Ancient Art in Barbini Palace is a fantastic place to stop. It's the principal national collection of older paintings in Rome, mostly from before 1800. Visiting Rome's Trevi Fountain is an absolute must for anyone traveling to the Eternal City. Located in the heart of Rome, this iconic fountain exudes grandeur and charm, and immersing oneself in its beauty is an experience like no other. As I approached the fountain, the sound of rushing water filled the air and instantly captivated my senses. The Trevi Fountain stood majestically before me, adorned with intricate sculptures and towering at a height of 25 meters or 85 feet. The central figure of Oceanus, surrounded by splendid sculptures representing abundance and fertility, evoked a sense of awe and wonder. Tourists from all over the world gathered around the Trevi Fountain, each eagerly awaiting their turn to toss a coin over their shoulder into the fountain's clear blue waters. Tradition holds that by doing so, you ensure your return to Rome. With a coin in hand, I closed my eyes, made a wish, and tossed it gently into the fountain, feeling a sense of hope and excitement. I know it works because I've done this ritual 5 times, and each time I've returned. It was great to see people laughing, posing for pictures, and reveling in the atmosphere. The intricate details of the sculptures, enhanced by the cascading water, created a mesmerizing spectacle. As the sun began to set, the Trevi Fountain took on a new enchantment. The warm golden rays of light danced upon the water, illuminating its beauty and creating a magical ambiance. It was a moment I wished could last forever. The Trevi Fountain is a place where art, history, and tradition converge, reminding us of the eternal nature of Rome itself. As I reluctantly left, I couldn't help but feel grateful for the opportunity to witness such magnificence firsthand. A few minutes' walk from the fountain are the Spanish Steps, which are not only an architectural marvel, but also hold great historical and cultural significance. These iconic steps have become a popular attraction for tourists and locals alike. The steps were completed in 1725, and the name Spanish is derived from the nearby Spanish embassy to the Holy See. The monumental staircase consists of 135 steps and spans from the Piazza de España at the base to the Trinità de Monte Church at the top. Over the years, the Spanish Steps have witnessed numerous historical events and have been an integral part of Roman culture. They served as a meeting point for artists, writers, and poets, and have appeared in many famous works of art, literature, and film. Notable names like English poet John Keats and German composer Richard Wagner have resided in the vicinity of these steps. The Spanish Steps host a yearly event known as the May Concert. Musicians and orchestras gather at the foot of the steps to perform classical music. This tradition began during the late 18th century and continues to attract music lovers from around the world. Today, the Spanish Steps are often bustling with people who come to admire the magnificent view from the top. Sitting on the steps is forbidden as they're classified as a monument, but people do it anyways. The area is also known for its luxury brand boutiques, which line the adjacent streets, making it a hub for high-end shopping. This is one of the few Rome neighborhoods where you can have a room with a view if you select the one and only luxury hotel at the top of the Spanish Steps, the Hassler. The hotels at the bottom of the Spanish Steps are in Rome's shopping zone, and while convenient, they don't offer views. I continued my trek on to the Borghese Gallery and Museum located in the heart of Rome. It's a renowned institution that houses a vast collection of art and artifacts. Its history dates back to the early 17th century when Cardinal Scipione Borghese, an avid art collector and nephew of Pope Paul V, commissioned the construction of the Villa Borghese to showcase his collection. The villa was completed in 1613, and over the centuries, the Borghese family continued to acquire masterpieces and expand the villa to accommodate their growing collection. The Borghese Gallery and Museum officially opened to the public in 1903, following the death of the last Borghese heir who bequeathed the collection to the Italian state. Today it remains one of the most visited museums in Rome, attracting art enthusiasts from all over the world. The Borghese Gallery and Museum holds an immense significance in the art world due to its exceptional collection, representing a wide range of artistic styles and periods. It provides visitors with an opportunity to immerse themselves in the beauty and rich cultural heritage of Italy through the works of some of the most celebrated artists in history. If you have time, the beautiful park and gardens are also home to a zoo, as well as monuments, ponds, and fantastic foliage. My next stop was the Piazza del Popolo, or People's Plaza. It is a must-visit destination for anyone touring the city. There are several reasons why you should include the Piazza del Popolo in your travel itinerary. The Piazza is steeped in history and boasts stunning architectural marvels. The centerpiece of the square is the spectacular Egyptian obelisk, one of the tallest in Rome. Flanked by twin churches, the Santa Maria in Monsanto and the Santa Maria dei Miracoli, the piazza offers a visually captivating and unique experience. Furthermore, the piazza itself is buzzing with life, with street performance and artists adding a vibrant atmosphere. You can relax at one of the bench-lined promenades or enjoy a cup of espresso at a nearby cafe while people watching and immersing yourself in local culture. The Piazza del Popolo is a melting pot of history, art, and vibrant energy, making it a must-visit spot for anyone traveling to Rome. I continued my walk strolling along the Tiber River and crossing it at the Ponte Cavour, a picturesque bridge dating back to the late 1800s. My next stop is Castel SantAngelo, a historic fortress which boasts a rich history and offers a captivating experience for visitors. Some compelling reasons why visiting Castel SantAngelo is a must are its history and architecture. The castle dates back to the ancient Roman era. It was initially built as a mausoleum for Emperor Hadrian and his family. Over the centuries, it served multi-purposes, including a castle, a fortress, and a prison. Its impressive architectural design, with its cylindrical shape and distinctive statues, showcases the skill and grandeur of ancient Roman architecture. The views from the castle offer breathtaking panoramas of Rome that are unparalleled. From the rooftop terrace, you can admire iconic landmarks such as St. Peter's Basilica, the Vatican, the Tiber River, and the cityscape. It is especially magical at sunset and a photographer's delight. Inside the castle, you'll find an extensive collection of historical artifacts, paintings, sculptures, and weaponry. The museum provides insights into the castle's history, the lives of the emperors, and the strategic importance of the fortress during various periods. While the castle attracts numerous tourists, I find it manages to maintain a serene and peaceful atmosphere. Exploring the castle's various rooms, courtyards, and secret passages can transport you back in time and provide a calm respite for the bustling city. What an exciting city Rome is! There is so much to see and experience. The Trevi Fountain was spectacular and the Spanish Steps were something else. After these messages, we'll be back to explore the Coliseum, the Vatican, and much more.
Not all Canadians have the time nor desire to manage their finances, and often that responsibility is up to financial professionals. Our goal is to help Canadian families achieve a happy and successful financial future. Visit us, the McClellan Financial Group of Asante Capital Management.
PP Print is excited to offer Port Perry wearables, featuring 2 great designs. Show your Scugog pride with apparel and headwear. We have you covered. PP Print, more than just print.
Welcome back. As I mentioned before the break, we'll begin this segment with a visit to the Vatican and explore St. Peter's Basilica and, of course, the Sistine Chapel. No visit to Rome would be complete without seeing the Coliseum, and we'll end our adventure at the Catacombs, with lots to see in between. I should also mention that nightlife in Rome is among the best in Europe. I headed to the trendy neighborhoods of Trastevere and Monte and enjoyed a refreshing Aperol Spritz and a traditional Negroni while snacking on complimentary finger foods. Indulging in a delicious Italian dinner at a traditional trattoria and sampling authentic Roman dishes like carbonara, cacio e pepe, or saltimbocca alla romana are feasts in their own rights. If you're not tired after dinner, explore the vibrant district of Testaccio, known for its lively nightlife scene. Visit a local music venue like Acab or Al-Arabai for live performances by Italian bands and musicians. Rome is a city where you can dance the night away. Check out places like the Goa Club, Ex Dogana, or Charivari for cutting-edge music and fantastic atmosphere. And no trip to Rome is complete without gelato. Wrap up your night by stopping at one of the city's best gelaterias for a sweet treat before heading back to your hotel. I left Rome for the Vatican. It's actually a city within Rome, so I didn't have to go very far. Visiting the Vatican is a dream for many travelers. This unique state is home to some of the world's most famous monuments, art collections, and religious sites. Steeped in history, spirituality, and awe-inspiring beauty, a visit to the Vatican offers an experience like no other. As one walks towards Vatican City, the site of St. Peter's Square suddenly comes into view. The grandeur of the square is simply breathtaking with its vast open space and intricate architecture. The square is often filled with people from all corners of the globe, eagerly awaiting entry into St. Peter's Basilica. Stepping inside the cathedral is truly an awe-inspiring moment. This magnificent church stands as the centerpiece of the Vatican and is considered one of the holiest sites in Christianity. The interior is adorned with numerous statues, intricate mosaics, and works of art created by some of history's greatest artists, such as Michelangelo and Bernini. The highlight for many visitors, as it was for me, is the breathtaking Michelangelo's Pieta, a sculpture that depicts the sorrowful Virgin Mary cradling the body of Jesus. Climbing to the top of St. Peter's Basilica offers a bird's-eye view of the Vatican and surrounding city of Rome. This vantage point made me appreciate the vastness of St. Peter's Square, the beauty of the Vatican gardens, along with a stunning panorama of the Eternal City. While the climb may be tiring, the reward of the view and the sense of accomplishment make it well worth the effort. No visit to the Vatican would be complete without exploring the Vatican museums. The museums are a treasure trove of art and artifacts accumulated over centuries by the Catholic Church. The highlight of the museums is undoubtedly the Sistine Chapel, famously adorned with Michelangelo's masterpiece, the ceiling frescoes depicting the scenes from the Book of Genesis. Stepping into the Sistine Chapel feels almost surreal as the colorful frescoes envelop visitors in a transcendent atmosphere. The Vatican museums also house numerous galleries featuring ancient sculptures, tapestries, and an extensive collection of Renaissance paintings. A journey through the museums can feel like stepping back in time, as each room reveals more artistic wonders waiting to be discovered. In addition to the Basilica and the museums, the Vatican Gardens offer a peaceful retreat from the bustling crowds. These lush gardens, spanning over 23 hectares or 57 acres, are meticulously maintained and showcase an array of architectural features, sculptures, and colorful flower arrangements. Taking a leisurely stroll through the gardens provides a serene experience, allowing visitors to reflect on the beauty and tranquility of Vatican City. Visiting the Vatican is not just about witnessing masterpieces of art and architecture. It is also a chance to delve into centuries of rich spiritual and religious history. Whether one's beliefs are deeply rooted in Catholicism or not, the Vatican holds a unique spiritual significance that can be felt by all. The aura of devotion and reverence permeates the air, making a visit here a must. I left the Vatican for my next stop. Whether you're a history enthusiast or a lover of ancient architecture, visiting the Pantheon in Rome was an absolute delight. The Pantheon's architectural grandeur is simply awe-inspiring. Dating back to the 2nd century CE, this well-preserved Roman temple showcases the genius of the Roman engineers and their innovative use of concrete. The massive dome with its oculus at the top creates a breathtaking play of light and shadows, leaving visitors in awe of its beauty and engineering marvel. The Pantheon is home to several historical and cultural treasures. Inside you'll find the tombs of various important figures, including the renowned painter Raphael. Exploring these significant historical artifacts and paying homage to these influential figures adds a captivating layer of depth to the visit. Furthermore, the Pantheon's remarkable acoustics are worth experiencing firsthand. The harmonious echo that fills the space when a sound is made is truly magical. It is said that ancient Romans used to hold musical performances and ceremonies here to take advantage of this unique auditory phenomenon. After visiting the Pantheon, I made time to explore the picturesque streets in the area. It's a great place to dine at an exquisite Italian restaurant or simply enjoy a leisurely stroll to take in the charm of the city. One of the highlights of visiting Rome was exploring the iconic Roman Forum. Stepping into the historical site felt like taking a step back in time, as I could almost imagine the bustling crowds and vibrant activities that once filled this ancient marketplace. As I walked along the well-preserved ruins, I marveled at the architectural feats and sheer grandeur of the Roman Empire. The Forum served as the heart of ancient Rome, a place where the city's political, commercial, and social activities converged. It was awe-inspiring to stand at the very spot where great leaders such as Julius Caesar once addressed the Roman citizens. The ruins of the Temple of Saturn, with its towering columns, immediately caught my attention. This symbolic temple, dedicated to the Roman god of architecture and wealth, was a testament to the power and prosperity of the empire. I couldn't help but imagine the ceremonies and rituals that took place within its walls. Nearby, the impressive Ark of Titus stands as a testament to the military victories and conquest. Strolling further into the Forum, I encountered the ruins of the Basilica of Maxentius and Constantine. As I stood in the massive hall, I couldn't help but be in awe of the architectural genius behind its construction. The sheer scale and intricate design were truly remarkable. I love history, and Rome has no shortage of it. One of the most captivating landmarks I had the opportunity to explore was the legendary Coliseum. As I stood before the grand structure, I couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and admiration for the incredible history that unfolded within its walls. As I ventured closer, I was immediately struck by the sheer size and magnificence of the structure. Its towering walls reached toward the sky, standing as a testament to the architectural genius of ancient times. I felt the partially ruined state of the structure added to its charm, as I could imagine the vibrant days when gladiators and wild animals once roamed its grounds. Stepping inside, I found myself transported back in time to an era of bloody battles and intense spectacles. The atmosphere was electric, and it was easy to imagine the roaring crowds that once filled the amphitheater. Standing in the center, I could almost hear the echoes of ancient cheers and the clash of swords. Exploring the various levels of the Colosseum, I marveled at the intricate details and design. From the underground tunnels where gladiators prepared for their battles, to the many seating tiers that accommodated up to 70,000 spectators. It was clear that every aspect of the structure was meticulously thought out. As I climbed to the top, I was rewarded with panoramic views of Rome. The city sprawled out before me, and I took a moment to appreciate the contrast between ancient and modern. It was a reminder of the city's rich history and its ability to seamlessly blend the old with the new. Leaving the Coliseum behind, I couldn't help but feel a deep sense of gratitude for being able to experience such an iconic piece of history firsthand. The Colosseum truly is a testament to the ingenuity and cultural significance of the ancient Roman civilization. A fitting end to my visit to Rome was one of the most intriguing and haunting experiences I've ever had. Stepping into the underworld of ancient Rome, I was immediately struck by the eeriness and the sense of history that permeated the air. Descending into the catacombs, the temperature dropped and a faint musty smell filled the air. The narrow passageways, lined with endless rows of tombs, created a labyrinth-like atmosphere. As I ventured further, the flickering light from my lantern cast eerie shadows on the ancient walls, which were adorned with fading frescoes and inscriptions. Walking through these catacombs, I could not help but imagine the lives and stories of the people laid to rest here. These underground tunnels were once a final resting place for early Christians, providing a refuge for their faith during persecution. The catacombs also held the remains of pagan families, showcasing the cultural and religious diversity of ancient Rome. As I traced my way through the winding corridors, I marveled at the intricate designs of the tombs. Some were simple chambers, while others were adorned with ornate carvings and symbols representing the beliefs and identities of the deceased. The silence of the catacombs was deafening, broken only by the sound of my own footsteps echoing off the walls. It was a humbling reminder of the transient nature of life and the power of time. As I emerged back into the daylight, I couldn't help but feel a deep appreciation for the rich history and legacy of those who had come before me. What a great visit to Rome. There are so many sights to see. The history behind the Colosseum was amazing, and the Vatican is spectacular, especially the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. The catacombs are a great way to end the adventure. The entire trek is about 20 kilometers on foot, and if you do it without any stops, it'll take you 4.5 hours. Spread it over 4 days, it'll be a fantastic vacation. For photosNtravel, I'm Jonathan van Bilsen. It's been my pleasure to be your tour guide today, and I look forward to our next adventure. If you enjoyed this program, please click the subscribe button and you'll never miss an episode.
Want to know what's happening in Skugog? News and lifestyle, changes in business, and all the entertainment information you'll ever need. Plus, each edition has a new photosNtravel article. Look for your next copy in your mailbox.
As our communities begin the slow road to reopening, there are still issues needing closure. In these crazy times, let us be a roadmap to community events and issues we face together. TheStandardNewspaper.ca, raising the standard in our community.